Hello everyone, I'm Susan. Today I'll be sharing with you how to crochet this lovely 2-row floral crochet border. Absolutely perfect for the corner to corner stitch. You work directly into those little spaces you get between the blocks. As long as you've got an even number of blocks on each side, you'll be able to work this design. Not too long ago I did a tutorial for the corner to corner stitch. I will leave a link in the description box below for that tutorial if you're interested. But for now, we're going to be working on this little sample piece. It's just 6 blocks on each side. We start by attaching our yarn into the little space before any corner block. So go ahead, attach your yarn just here, and we'll begin crocheting around the edges together. Today I'll start with a standing single crochet in that space just before the corner. Next, chain 3 and double crochet into that corner stitch. Chain 1 and double crochet back into the same corner stitch. That completes a V-stitch. Next, chain 3 and single crochet into the space after the corner. And that's how you work around the corners. Next, chain 3 and V-stitch into the next space. So double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet into the space after the next block. Chain 3, skip over the next block and into the next space, single crochet. Chain 3, skip over the next block and into the next space, V-stitch. So that's a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Chain 3, I'll just show you that V-stitch. This is how it's looking. So you have your corner V-stitch, then you have your single crochet, a V-stitch, a single crochet, a V-stitch, and between all of those single crochets and V-stitches you have chain 3s. Next, we'll single crochet into that space just before this corner, chain 3 and V-stitch into the corner. On this corner we've got an additional chain 3 up the side. I like to just work the V-stitch into the top of the third double crochet of the block. So we double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Chain 3 and single crochet just as we did before into the space after the corner block. We're ready to work down the next side. So once again you chain 3, work your V-stitch into the next space. So your V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Chain 3 into your next space, single crochet, chain 3 into the next space your V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1 and double crochet. Chain 3 and single crochet into the next space. Now, as you can see here, this little block doesn't look quite as even as previous blocks. It's just how the corner to corner stitch works. Some of the blocks are facing one way, then the other, and depending where you start your work or finish, etc., it can look a little bit different. So don't worry about that. Just find this left side of your block. Count 1, 2, 3. So these are actually the back of the stitches. But if you just trace up the post of the stitch and do your best to get into the corner, it'll work out just fine. So we'll chain 3 and work a stitch into the top of this one as best we can, trying to go under 2 loops. So we work a V-stitch, so that's a double crochet, a chain 1 and a V-stitch. Chain 3 and single crochet in the space after the block. So sometimes you just have to tease those stitches apart to make sure you find the space. Next, chain 3 and V-stitch in the next space. So let's just have a look at that. We can call it a fiddly corner because it's not just quite as easy to work into. But look, that's absolutely fine. Yeah. And we just carry on working down this side as we did previous sides. So we alternate with our V-stitches and single crochets with chain 3s between. There's our next chain 3 and then our next V-stitch. A little bit of fluff there. Then chain 3 again, and then your single crochets always land when you have the even number of blocks just before your final corner block. Next, chain 3 and V-stitch into this corner just here. Chain 3, then single crochet into the next space. That's where I either finished off or started that little loose thread there. Next, chain 3 and V-stitch into the next space. Remember, your V-stitch is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then chain 3. I just needed to unravel some more yarn. In your next space, single crochet, chain 3. Find your next space and V-stitch. Chain 3 Then slip stitch into this first single crochet you made. Just slip stitch, just insert your hook under the top 2 loops of your first single crochet. Bring the yarn through and pull the same yarn through the loop on your hook. And that completes round 1 of the border. This is how it's looking. So let's begin round 2. So next we're going to slip stitch up these 3 chains to bring our work up to the top. So just insert your hook, yarn over and pull through the loop on your hook. In the next chain, insert your hook, yarn over, pull the loop, pull through the chain and through the loop on your hook. Insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through the chain and through the loop on your hook. And then insert your hook into the top of that first double crochet of the V and pull that yarn through the loop on your hook. So there you've slip stitched up to the top of the V stitch. Next, single crochet into the V stitch and chain 5. Single crochet back into this 1 chain space in the V stitch. Next, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then single crochet back into the same 1 chain space and chain 5. You might need to just nudge those single crochets across or slide them across. Then single crochet back into the same 1 chain space. Next, chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip across the 3 chain loop, a single crochet in the 3 chain loop, and into your next V stitch, single crochet. So we'll have a look at those chain loops before we go any further. This is how they're looking. So there is your 5 chain loop, your 7 chain loop and your 5 chain loop, all into the V stitch. So we continue doing this all the way round for row 2. So in the 1 chain space of the V stitch, we've got our single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet back into the 1 chain space of your V stitch. Then chain 7, and single crochet back into the same space. Next, chain 5, and single crochet back into the same 1 chain space, which is your V stitch. Next, chain 4, and into your next V stitch, skipping across the other stitches into that 1 chain space of your V stitch, single crochet and work your chain loops again. So first of all you do your chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet, chain 7, single crochet back into the V-stitch, and then you'll chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet back into the V-stitch, chain 4, skip across to your next V-stitch, which happens to be a corner V-stitch, and work exactly the same. Your chain loops, so your 5 chain loop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into your V-stitch again, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, single crochet into your V-stitch, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet back into your V-stitch, and then you're ready again now to work down the next side. So we chain 4, skip across to your next V-stitch and single crochet. I won't work round the remainder with you, but we will have a look at this corner. This is how it's looking. So by doing 2 5 chain loops either side of the 7, that gives this lovely flower-like effect. And then we have the little V-stitch at the base. So we just do need to tease those loops to get them to lay nicely. When I finished my little blanket, I did wash it, and then I just gently steam blocked it, and it stayed really pretty, nice and flat. So that's how it's looking. I know I've gone quite slowly because I really do want this to be achievable for beginners as well. So I'm just going to go around here now, then I'll show you how we finish off. At the end of row 2, when you've worked your final chain loops, chain 4 and then slip stitch into the first single crochet of those loops in the corner. So we just do a slip stitch into that single crochet, then yarn over, pull through, snip your yarn, and just pull through, give it a little tug, and then you can weave in. So that brings us to the end of today's tutorial, but just before I go, I'd like to remind you about the link that's in the description box below for the corner to corner stitch, and also there's a link to the lace edging done in this stitch, but using a 1.5 hook with a size 10 thread, and you set off by making a length of chains, the length of your project, single crochet into the length of chains, and then you work these 2 rows. So that's something else you might be interested in if you fancy edging a little towel or a pillowcase or something for a present. Right, enjoy. Thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe and comment if you've enjoyed the video. Meanwhile, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.